This is how I boil the water for the shower. Got to take that edge off. Beautiful day, getting prepped for town. So guys, I'm all showered up and packed up. I got the warm water ratio so nice. It was so nice having a shower. I was like so grateful. The water was coming down. It was warm, so that was really pleasant. Yeah, so I'm gonna go check the yabbies, and I'm gonna go to town. What else was I gonna say? Oh, I had this thought last night, and you know how sometimes you think about stuff and it's stuff you're aware of, but you don't really think about it. But I thought of how many batteries, all of them, how many batteries, whether it's the battery in this GoPro or in my watch, how many batteries I have in my van. And it blew my mind. I'm like, wow, that's a lot of batteries. And why? Because energy, a lot of things evolve around energy, even on a practical level. Definitely don't want to sound a bit space spaghetti. That could be a thing, like a space cadet, but it's also spiritual is the case too. It's very interesting. It made me think, a lot of my reliance, as I was saying earlier, I was explaining earlier in another vlog, on the institution, on the system, so to speak, is for energy. Whether that's fuel for the car, new batteries, and as good as batteries may be, they deteriorate. And then there's energy for food. We need food, so there's that reliance of supermarkets. It's all energy. Interesting, isn't it? There's a cool rock. Wow, that's a cool rock. It's got like indentations on it, almost like writing. It looks like a tablet. Wow, like scratches. Look at that, it looks like ancient Sumerian text. Anyway, but very interesting, isn't it? The concept, it's like wherever you are right now, have a think about it and go, wow, there's so many batteries. That's all of us in this modern society. Like, let's say I had no batteries and I was just running around in it wouldn't be a good sight, but I was running around in a rag. I'm still going to be, my time's going to be still evolved around energy, whether it's getting firewood to keep me warm and cook, whether it's to get food. And interesting, isn't it, guys? Okay, you ready? You ready? Are you ready? Up comes the net. Oh, this spot never fails, does it, guys? It's always got monsters in it. Yeah, definitely right about this pond. Less, but bigger yabs. Oh yeah. Oh, look at these beauties. Look at that, guys. Same old, less but more, but bigger. So I'm gonna be hopefully bringing these over to a mate's house tomorrow to have a feast. If you're wondering why I'm collecting so many and haven't had another meal. But like, if I really needed to, just from already some berries I know are around here, thanks to that guy that showed me, but already what I got around here, I could probably, by the way, I saw a big fish jump in here yesterday. When I say big, as long as my head, which is pretty long, maybe about that long, but it was made a good splash. So there's definitely fish here. So I'm going to try to hopefully keep an eye out for worms in town, because worms go really well, I find, or shrimp. But pieces of yabby meat, a lot of the perch and stuff, they're quite, you got to do it right. Not into lure fishing, not in here. I'll be getting it snagged, and not here, not in this setup. What else is going to say? Yeah, but that energy thing, guys, how cool is that? Like, when you really think about it, it's like, why are we so attached to systems? And definitely the big part is energy. Like, it blows my mind when the more you think about it, the lot more like, oh, wow, you know, if it wasn't for energy, how much of us would be, you know, opted out of the machine you might be a part of, you know. Very interesting. Yeah, and then there's also other stuff, like, which I think they all relate. And there's, I guess, so you look at the basics. What is it? Food, water, and shelter. And it's still our society evolves around that, if you think about it. Water, the convenience of showers and baths and the modern world we live in, to be able to, not only for convenience sake, but for our daily need, not to be running around, oh, go to the well, get water. It's like, yeah, we eliminate this arduous routine. We give you convenience at a cost, you know. And then shelter, protection, whether it be the law, someone, that's a big can of worms, that one. So you can eat these, like a dandelion thing. They taste nice. Taste like kind of like rocket, but spicy. Wow. I need to be doing a salad with them. Like, that's what the guy showed me. It's all stuff I've heard, but you know, you forget things. So isn't it crazy, hey? You know. And shelter, you put in the protection kind of category and stuff. And then food, what is it? Energy. It really is energy. I meet people, especially me, I'm being in my present state, it's like, I meet people, I know people that like, I don't like eating. I struggle to comprehend that, because food to me is such a beautiful thing. It brings people together, it's so creative. It's an expression of love to me, especially from my culture and all that. But yeah, I didn't think I was going to talk about that. Yeah, I'm going to be heading off ski to town, so hopefully get some good footage and whatnot. Last night my sleeping schedule got thrown out. Went to bed too early, and I was watching the show, and my Starlink cuts out, and I'm like, oh man, it's not that cloudy or whatever, because sometimes when it's cloudy it can mess with it a little bit. Not that bad really, but then I realized I put it on a sleep cycle at a certain time, so it doesn't chew power. That's so but yeah, energy, guys. Like that's a it's challenging thought for you guys, you know, like, I think, for sure. So let's go to town. So I'm in town. It looks like it has, from memory, I actually did footage here in one of my old videos. I wouldn't even know where it is, where I came through here. I don't know if it was my last trip up. Is it up? Yeah. To Queensland. But yeah, I came through here. Still haven't sussed out where all the antique shops are and all that. But it shouldn't be too hard. I can Google it and all that. But I reckon I want to get a burger. There's a supermarket and all that, so I might do a little wander. Maybe get the supermarket stuff out of the way, have a burger, have hopefully a good coffee. They all claim to have the best coffee, don't they? So yeah, it's good. It's, they even have a laundromat, because I was like, oh, I'm gonna do my laundry out bush, but they've got a laundromat. So again, convenience can really buy you time to do other things, you know. But yeah, cool. And the Cornish bastard, because they used to have the Cornish miners in this area and they're really nice. Don't judge me, guys. Little boy and girl starlings. Spriggans or starlings or something like that. Froggies. Okay, done some shopping. They're really nice here. They're like country folk. So now we're going to one of the antique shops that's still open, that I believe I went to when I was going through this town last time. I did a lot of shopping, like water, milk, meat, and so far I've spent 180 bucks. Crazy. But I topped up fuel, got a little bit extra certain gas I use, butane gas. Even though I probably have enough, I like to stock up on certain things. So yeah, crazy, 180 already. But that was mainly like easy, the shop. But it was good. I got more oranges, big bag of spuds and all that. So it's good, and that'll keep me going for ages. I did want to try to get an extra little yabby bait net, but can't seem to get one. Here we are. Here we are, coming back up to the spot where I stay, the gorge. See the trees along the creek and the beautiful gorge from a distance. Good perspective. Some of the boomers, guys, the caravans are massive. They're like houses. That one's not that big. There's one coming up. That one's normal. But there's one where the sides come out and stuff. It's pretty cool. I just don't like the whole caravan idea, because they're very bulky, but they just leave them. Got good security and stuff, and then they go to town or whatnot. These ones left it and went to town. They're probably back. Yeah, they're back now. They're not always boomers, but look at that. Sides come out and stuff. It's like a house. Pretty cool. Ooh, someone's left some firewood. Whoa. So yeah, there's a few campers around. Wonder if I can get my old spot back. I'll probably stop here as a spot. It's kind of on the side of the road, but It'll be fine, I guess. People quickly took that other spot because it's so close to everything. But I don't want to go too far away because I've got my yabby net at the pond. And we're back. We're back, and the old spot's been taken, but that's okay. But people don't stay too long. So as soon as the spots are vacant, I'll come in there and take it. I'm kind of not right on the side of the road part, but I'm kind of more on the side of the road. But I don't want to be too far away from my yabby net. Yeah, so that was it. That was this should conclude the vid for today. All in all, is success. I got heaps of supplies and stuff. Spent too much. I don't regret spending the 180 or whatever, but it's when I bought. I don't regret it, but I spent $80. I got a deal off. I got it cheaper. It would have cost $100 for these 3 little knives, but they're really cool. I am definitely a collector. But like, I'll give you an example. This one, the quality of it, this staghorn with this shield, there's nothing really wrong with it. I know something like that, brand new, that kind of quality, like Boca knife, you can pay up to $200 for it. Where I've got it for, I haven't done the maths, but say $20. So it is good value, especially someone like me that likes to collect knives and stuff. So they're all pretty priced, all at the same kind of price, and some of them are old and worn and all that. So I was looking for them. This one has really nice like wood on it, but I got the ones that were good quality, but the blades weren't completely gone. I don't really like blades that are completely gone. The most damage on any of them is this one. It's kind of missing a little end part here, but it's a really cool kind of plasticky kind of handle. And they're all good quality, the ones I got. So yeah, that was good. I don't regret it. It's just like, wow, I spent way too much. And the reason I don't want to spend much as part of this whole experience is it's to save, it's survival, it's living back, it's going back to basics in my capacity, and all that. And I think all in all, I had some cool topics I talked about. It's also something I've had to get used to. And I'm not saying I'm fully used to it, but just talking to in a one-way kind of direction rather than being on a panel or having a debate, which I think this is easier for me. This is a lot easier for me. It's easier just to kind of voice my opinions, talk or whatever, and just send it, you know. Where I wouldn't say I'm really good at debating or arguing points, and I find more and more the world we live in, if you have any depth to you'll find yourself in situations where more and more so your points of views, your beliefs, your core values, all of it is challenged. And that's why I talk a lot about those topics, because there's a lot we can face where the more I want to follow God, the more I want to change and grow. For a bunch of reasons, there is opposition to that. There's And one of the things, I know maybe I bring this up a lot, but it's, I really see it, and where people fall on the wayside from it is when you're traveling, how I was saying about jealous spirits, when you travel, you run into a lot of characters. And I find I'm more surprised when I run into really nice people. I've become quite pessimistic or negative or whatever you want to call it, for good reason, because there's people out there that yeah, they'll kill, steal, and destroy whatever they can, in a sense, and that's why I got my guard up, and I refuse, and that's what God's taught me. If you see a lot of my old videos, I refuse to play nice. I believe in being kind, loving, but nice is neither of those. Nice is playing along and submitting to whatever wants to manipulate niceness, and so that's why I go to that topic a lot. But really, in town today, it was really cool. Like I ran into some cool characters and stuff. The guy that the footage you've seen where I got the knives, a little bit of that footage of that going into that antique shop. I actually bought something off him last time I came through that town and had a chat, and I remember what he was talking about, and I asked him about all that, and it was on the topic of one of the guys in the antique store was charging people $5 to get in the store, and apparently the article made it all the way to the Times, in America, I believe, and yeah, and he's like, the thing that's frustrating about it is like that people can think the whole town's doing that, which is pretty funny. I mean, it's funny, but so I had a good yarn with him about a whole bunch of stuff. Yeah, so thanks guys for watching. Big Borry out.